I'll protect you from Gaia ever free, ever free, ever free!
I can't. How? How do you mess up this bad? Hey, hello, how do you do? Shady Doorags here. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think they could do it, but they did. MLP created a character I hate even more than Starlight Glimmer.
And this is my brother, Timber Spruce!
Think of me as that awesome guy, who should always be invited to fun things.
Oh, goodness. I freaking hate Timber Spruce so much. This guy. Okay, I'm calm. Let's talk about this guy and exactly why he's such a hindrance. Just like Starlight, you can't talk about Timber Spruce without mentioning a fairly similar and earlier counterpart. Waifu Stealer, come on down! You're the next contestant on Shady's Always Right! Flash Sentry, the original Timber Spruce, first appeared in Equestria Girls 1 as Princess Twilight's love interest. Ever since, he's been hated by the fandom, and for good reason. Since this guy's arrival, he's been nothing but an empty slate. He's generic, nice, and seems to face little struggles other than getting Twilight to like him. It seems like the writers kept him as generic and blah as possible, so anyone putting themselves in Twilight's shoes can fill in their own fantasies. The only time the guy got some actual character development was in a 2-minute short. Essentially, one of the most interesting and dynamic female characters cartoons have seen in recent years was paired up with the most cliched generic character imaginable. You can see why he didn't take well. Flash has never been a character, he's always been an accessory. Finally, Equestria Girls saw it fit to replace Flash as the main love interest. You'd think that this time they'd get it right. So is Timber just a clone of Flash? Actually, no. Timber does have the nice personality that Flash has, but it could be argued that he's an overall better character. He has a past, kinda. He has a part to play outside of the girl he's crushing on, kinda. And he actually has conversations with sci-twi. On the surface, it appears that the Legend of Everfree attempted to make him compatible with their protagonist. So, logically, Timber should be a much better version of Flash. Well, here's the thing. I never personally hated Flash. I only hated how his character was being treated. Sure, he was made specifically to be Twilight's boyfriend, and in a sense never developed a character of his own, but because he was kept so generic, he always had potential to be more. Timber Spruce, on the other hand, has his own personality. And it sucks. Let's officially answer the question. Why does Timber Spruce suck? Timber's main purpose is to be sci-twi's love interest, but their entire relationship is fake. Time to dissect this dude. First of all, the question that is on everyone's mind.
How old are you?
Seriously, you'd think he'd be around the age of 20 or so since he's a camp counselor, but he's clearly dating this 16-ish-year-old girl. In America, where we can assume this show takes place, that's incredibly frowned upon. This is more of a nitpick than anything, but it's the snowball that starts an avalanche. But let's give Timber some leeway and say he's at an age where it's acceptable to date teenagers. The other question that is blaring every time I see this guy is, why does sci-twi like him? Now, before you get on my case, this has nothing to do with stealing my so-called waifu or whatever. I like seeing two good characters become one good couple. What I don't like is when a good character is placed with a bad character. So, if we go back to the question, sci-twi's first sign of liking this guy is,
I'll be taking requests the rest of the time you're here, so if there's anything you'd like to do, anything you need, just ask.
his looks. It's supposed to be a love at first sight kind of thing. Except, to me, this doesn't make any sense, because it's been stated over and over again that Flash is an exceptionally popular guy, which makes me assume he's attractive. Which makes me wonder why sci-twi didn't fall for him! Well, maybe it's because Timber was the first one to flirt with her.
Here you go, Twilight.
Thanks. It's Flash, right?
Yep. He was the first one ever to flirt with her. Like, seriously, she knows absolutely nothing about Timber and falls for him instantly. But when Flash, a supposedly really good-looking and popular dude, on several occasions walks up to this girl and flirts with her, She has no response. Okay, so let's give him some more leeway and say Timber just has that look that sci-twi specifically would find attractive and Flash doesn't. Looks aren't everything, so Timber must have a personality that coincides with Twilight if we want them to be a decent couple. And this is where I start getting angry about this guy. See, what the writers want us to think is that Timber is the perfect counterpart to Twilight. He's a cool geek that's interested in exploring the aspects of the world, so naturally Twilight would be attracted to him. But listen, just listen to every nerdy thing he says.
Sapphires aren't just blue. They can be pink, purple, yellow.
Yeah, but they're mostly blue. That's why they're named after the Latin word spherus.
Making lanterns out of solar-powered garden lights. Pretty crafty there, Timber.
You think that's crafty? You should see my macaroni art. I'm like the Picasso of noodles.
Do you see what's going on? I've said it 1,017 times, and I'll say it again. Timber himself is not a nerd. He just plays one on TV. Everything Timber says is just a play off of what sci-twi is saying. He's not nerdy, he's just good at keeping a conversation. Rarity could come over talking about fashion, and he'd have a witty retort. He's basically the perfect accessory to whatever girl you want to put him with. This is why I find this so infuriating. In watching Legend of Everfree multiple times, I've only found one instance that Timber on his own said something relatively nerdy.
Not to brag or anything, but it's pretty cool how I saved all those campers from those Rubus fruticosus.
Question. Who in the wig talks like that?
Wait, what are you doing out here?
With an axe.
I was chopping down
Rapid oxidation of a material in the exothermic chemical process of combustion, releasing heat, light, and various reaction products.
wood.
In the middle of the night?
Saying big words does not make you nerdy. Look at some of the nerdy things Twilight says.
But did you know that sapphires are just rubies without chromium?
She's not just saying big words, in fact she's using very common words. Like, legit, I feel like Timber looked up that word specifically so he could try to impress Twilight. Which actually might have been better for his character if they had shown that on screen. Point is, the movie is trying to make us think Timber is nerdy without actually making him nerdy. They are telling, not showing. That is a fake character. Come on, Shady, you're just trying to find something to nitpick at. I bet you could make him more nerdy for Twilight. This scene right here. You see all these other characters making lanterns about something that they like? Not Timber. What is he like? His face. His freaking face. What does this say about his character? Is he conceited? Is he childish? This painting of his face tells me nothing. Timber could have made a lantern of
Rubus fruticosus.
yeah, those things, showing his geekiness for nature. You could have even had Rarity say something like, "It's not very picturesque, darling," to which Timber could say he cares more about exact details than art, alluding to how Twilight felt and suited for success. Twilight didn't even have to say anything to Timber, she could have just noticed it. This would have given an awesome relationship moment for these two. But nope, Timber makes his face. It's like all they wanted to do was give a moment for people to say,
That was adorable.
actually, that's their relationship in a nutshell.
I've never told that to anyone. You must be special.
That was adorable.
See you later.
That was adorable.
But did you know that sapphire tent is the best one?
No? Why's that?
Because you're in it.
That was adorable.
What does Twilight see in Timber? Answer, nothing. She likes Timber because the plot says to. Let's go back to Flash. Even though I'd say it still makes very little sense that Princess Twilight likes him, I can at least forcefully justify it. Flash was the only one that was helpful to Twilight in Equestria Girls 1, and even saved her from Sunset. He was the first human to show her some kindness, and the only human outside of the main six who interacted with her. With Timber, it's just like, boom, sci-twi instantly likes him. Oh, you need a reason other than he's attractive? Well, he's nerdy or something. Isn't this cute? See how cute they are together? Oh, the dolphins, they're so cute! Do I think Flash is a better love interest than Timber? No. They both suck. But Timber gives me so much hatred fuel because while Flash's character is whatever the audience wants him to be, essentially making it non-existent, Timber is fake. We don't need this. I hate this. I hate Timber. Now, how can we fix this? Simple. In future movies, if you want to make Timber a nerd, fine. But make him a real nerd. If you don't want to make him a nerd, that's fine too. Just make him his own interesting character. Love interest should be more than arm candy. What does Timber do when he's not with Twilight? What does he dream about other than Twilight? What's he interested in other than Twilight? And don't just freaking say nerdy stuff. Actual subjects. Make him a character. Okay. So, just to recap. Timber Spruce sucks. Oh, you want me to elaborate? Okay, the movie wants him to be a nerd, but it's not willing to put in the work in actually making him a nerd. Their priority is to make scenes with him and Twilight
Adorable.
and that's not what a good couple is. A good couple is two good characters coming together. But what do you guys think? Do you like Timber or not? Do you think I'm being way too harsh? Post in the comments and let me know. But holy the dongos, is Timber a bad character. I didn't think I could hate someone worse than Starlight, but they did it. Equestria girls, you got some fixing to do. Get on it. This has been Shady Doorags. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. And the freaking puns!
Whoa. I know I'm charming, but you don't have to fall for me. Things behind. Now's the time when we give out tent assignments, so you can leave your heavy bags behind.
I actually like bad puns, but Timber's comedic timing is so horrible. He gives bad puns a bad name. How do you even do